What's up? How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to put this other the upgraded carburetor on the Amazon dirt bike. The one that they was supposed to send me, that one hasn't come yet, but like I said, I did order one. I'm going to get that one, throw it on this thing, and we're going to see how it runs. We're going to see if it gives it any more power and see if it cuts out that little dead spot this thing had. And if not, then the carburetor that the sellers are sending me, that one may be better than this one. Well, we'll see. We're going to test them both, but for now we're going to test the one that I bought, and then next we're going to test the one that the sellers are sending me, and see which one of those are better and which one we're going to use for our torture test. Because I'm going to try my best to blow this thing up, and then I'm going to rebuild it or put a new motor on it. I can't wait. I wish I could do that today, but I'm going to have to wait. You guys are going to have to wait too. Well, let's get this carburetor thrown on. All right, here's how it comes. It's in this box right here. All right, we got another elbow or something, I guess. We got a gasket, an O-ring, a spacer, 2 new bolts, and then there is the carburetor. It looks a little bit different than the other one. So if any of you guys is doing this, all you're going to want to do is take this bolt off. There's another one on the other side. You're going to take that one off. You can take your throttle or your you can take your fuel hose off, and then right here is your throttle cable. You can take that off, and right here is your vent or your overflow, or what, I don't know, whatever it is. You're going to take that off, and it's going to go back on the other one exactly the same as it came off of this one. Enough blabber. Nobody wants to hear that stuff. Let's get that thrown on here and see if it makes more power, because that's what we all want, right guys? All right guys, I got that carburetor put on there. It was very simple. It's real easy. I just threw it on there, and they say these things don't even need adjusting from the reviews and stuff that I've read. It's got one extra vent tube on this one than the stock one, so, and there's nowhere really to put it. I'll have to figure something out later. This thing went back together the same way as it came apart. This one only has choke on, choke off. It don't have choke, half choke, and off like the stock one. But let's see how many kicks it takes to start. There we go. Started right up. Started right up. All right, let's turn the choke off, because it acted like it didn't really need the choke. All right, I'm gonna get the helmet cam on, and we're gonna take this thing around the block and see if it has any more power. Acts like it has a little more throttle response, that's for sure. Man, the throttle is a lot more crispy on this thing. Yeah, that works a lot better. And this thing is idled so high, it's unreal. This thing just don't want to idle now. Now it's way too low. Now it's like the throttle's sticking or something on it. All right, I'm gonna try and follow him on his bike now. Man, this thing is running like crap. So you give it gas and it runs okay whenever you give it gas. And the throttle just don't want to, it don't, or the idle on this thing just don't want to stay still. It goes up and down, up and down. All right, everybody, give Nate a thumbs up for wrecking and getting right back up. I didn't see him wreck. Was it a bad one? You think it was a bad one? Not a bad one. All right, as I was saying, this thing just will not keep a steady idle. No matter where that screw is, it's going, the idle's just going up and down, up and down, up and down. So far with this Makuni wannabe carburetor, this thing has more power, but the idle sucks on it. Like, it goes up and down, and I can turn the idle screw in and idle it down, and it'll go back up. I can idle it back up and it'll go back down. So it's like, yes, I can mess with the idle on it, but the idle just, it just changes. Like it's constantly changing. I don't know why. It runs better with the stock carburetor, but it has more power with this one. Dude, he's doing good. Everybody give him a thumbs up for doing this good with no training wheels. Be careful, be careful. Man, I hate this. I'd rather have less power and this thing run right with the stock carburetor. But maybe the carburetor that they're going to send me is a lot better. I mean, this thing just, yes, it has more power. Yes, it is an upgrade, but no, it does not run better. It runs worse. Way worse. Maybe I can tune on it some. I don't know that much about carburetors, but I do have people that can help me, and I'm going to call them and see if they have any ideas for me on this carburetor. This thing will come up in second gear now, no problem. Kind of seems like the slide might be getting stuck. That seems like that might be what it is. The slide might be getting stuck. That's what it is. The slide is stuck on this thing. Man, that was some good air. All right, guys, I think I got something figured out for the high idle on this thing. The slide kind of loosened up just from riding it. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Just because I didn't do anything to it. I just rode the thing, and now I can give it gas and it lets off, give it gas and it lets off like it's supposed to. And then what I did for the idle screw that kept on turning and turning and turning, I just put a little piece of tape on there, and that held it. And now it's idle like it's supposed to. It's whenever you give it gas, it comes back down like it's supposed to, does everything like it's supposed to, runs 10 times better. We'll take another ride here in just a minute. But we got the little goodie box from the people that I bought that thing from. This is the little goodie box they sent me. I haven't opened it yet. I was going to get it on camera. They said they were going to send me all the ignition parts and a carburetor. All right, they sent me a carburetor. The box was kind of open whenever I got it, so the ignition parts they was supposed to send me might have fell out somewhere. No, this is another stock carburetor. This is not an upgraded, or I don't know. It looks like a stock one. Let's see. Yeah, these are exactly the same. This one says Jing Key, and this one says You All. Can you believe that? Look at that. That says You All. That's a heck of a carburetor right there, isn't it? All right, now I'm gonna start this thing up and show you guys how it's running after I put the piece of tape to hold the idle screw in place, and after the slide kind of broke in, I guess. Look, first kick, no choke, no nothing, and it's not idling crazy high. That's the way it's supposed to be. Alright, I'm going to try and do one lap on the pit bike track with the upgraded carburetor, and it's not completely soaking wet now. So slid a little bit up there. That's still a little bit slack. Like I straight drifted right through there. All right, guys, so my overall impressions of this carburetor, the upgraded carburetor, it is a lot better than the stock one. I mean, it did take some tinkering and a little bit of finicking and a piece of duct tape. Of all things, a piece of duct tape to get this thing to actually work right. But it is better than the one that came with it. Way better than the one that came with it. And it's definitely going to assist me in blowing this thing to the moon on our next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. You guys definitely don't want to miss the next one. Peace.